Hello, Adam Casey here. This is the meeting to open bids for the Lake Lemon Cove Dredge Disposal Basin, i.e. the 2024 hydraulic dredging project. We may have some board members joining us by Zoom. I do have Ross Carlson here with me at the office. As advertised in the bid solicitation, we are opening the bids Thursday, November 9th, 2023 at 6 p.m. We have received two bids from Southwinds and from Dredge America. What we will do in this circumstance is open up the bids. We will read the bid schedule, i.e. the pricing for yardage, mobilization, etc. This information will be sent to our engineer with Christopher Burke Engineering. After that, Christopher Burke will provide the recommendation on who to move forward with for 2024. So that recommendation will come after review from our engineer. Let's go ahead and get at it. If you want to go ahead and open up the first bid, Ross.
Okay, this is the bid from Southwinds.
Thank you. First up, we have our bid from Southwinds Construction. Let me go ahead and go through and find the bid schedule on this. Oh, there we go. All right, for the Southwinds bid schedule, what we have for the bid schedule, and I can go ahead and kind of show this to you guys, if you can see that in the document. What they bid on was the base project for 115,000 yards of sediment removed, which will be utilizing the overflow pond for storage. We also had them separate out the peninsula right on the north side of Bean Blossom Creek as you come out, and I will go ahead and highlight that right here just so everybody is clear what we're talking about. So this area right here, this is Ellis Point. The current dredging equipment was not able to get through this with a barge that they had. So we did specify this area as well as a line item to make sure they can get in there, or if they needed to break out the cost from doing that. So on Southwinds, the mobilization, demobilization, which is item number one on the bid, $272,000. The dredging operations to remove lake bottom sediment, 115,000 yards at $4.86 per yard. Erosion and sediment control, they have about $8,500, and construction surveying 21,000, and that is them doing their bathymetric data that we send to the engineers. For the peninsula digging, they have estimated engineering quantity of 10,000 yards to remove that peninsula, and they actually have that unit price at $15.76 per yard. So their total bid is $1,018,766. Of that, $861,000 is for the base bid, just 115,000 yards dredging, and then 157,000 of that was for specifically the peninsula area. So again, that total bid was $1,018,766. Let me go ahead and put in what that actual amount is per yard, all encompassed. We'll call it. All right, so all in, including the 115,000 base bid and the 10,000 yardage for the peninsula on the north side of the Bean Blossom Creek, we come to $8.15 per cubic yard. Ross, we could go ahead and open the Dredge America.
Second.
All right. Here we have the Dredge America bid, and let me see if I can find the actual bid schedule real quick in here. All right, Dredge America, and this is actually one of the companies that bid before on the projects. We have heard of them. Again, it's kind of broken out into 115,000 yards of just the open water dredging, and then the 10,000 yards for the peninsula. For moving down these, the mobilization, demobilization has an estimated price of $225,000. The dredging per cubic yard for the 115,000, they have at $6 per yard. Erosion control, $5,000, and construction surveying, they have $15,000. For the peninsula dredging, again with the engineer's estimate of 10,000 yards, they actually have that at the unit price of $6, which is the same as their open water dredging. So that brings their total bid to $995,000. Of that, $935,000 was the base bid for the open water dredging of 115,000 yards. And 60,000 of that was for the 10,000 yards of that area that we were not able to get in the current project. Let me go ahead and add these guys up, and we will look at a total yardage price inclusive of the open water and that peninsula. All right, that brings the total yardage estimate, all inclusive of the peninsula and open dredging, to $7.96 per yard. Pretty close bids. Again, south winds $8.15 per yard, including the Delta area and the open water, and $7.96 for Dredge America. Again, these bids are the lowest responsive competent bidder. So what we will do is we will send these bids to our engineer. They will actually look over their work plans and everything and make sure that what they are specifying is feasible. It is nice to see though the estimates so close that we know they were competitive bids. So we will send this to our engineer, Christopher Burke, next. They will review the entire packet, make sure everything is done correctly, and then provide a recommendation. I would expect the recommendation to be at the December 14th, I believe, board meeting. So the regular December LLCD board meeting. Thank you for watching, and we'll have more information at that board meeting after our engineer has a chance to assess these packets. Thank you and have a good day.